will listen not to songs from the Little Red Songbook. On the road, I will listen to classic rock. Because it doesn't seem to matter how old, how young, how middle-aged you are. You will go through the rest of your life listening to the music that you listened to in the 9th grade. And I have seen some of you in action. This too is true. You will go through the rest of your life dancing exactly the way you danced in the 9th grade. And I was thinking about this as I was driving along the Pennsylvania Turnpike. But I'm not making this up. I came across a sea of fireflies, and they began to blink in unison with the orange construction hazards.
When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light you see.
Now, normally when I'm on the Pennsylvania Turnpike, I'm on my way to go visit my dear friend Ann Feeney's house. Because down the street from her house is my favorite little Irish bar, where I like to go down there and sit and write. Because normally this is a quiet Irish bar where I can scribble on napkins and drink Jamesons until I have hallucinations that I am Dylan Thomas. But I made a mistake. This turned out to be St. Patrick's Day weekend. And my sweet little retreat had hired, of all things, a karaoke DJ. And a sign on the door reads, "Ladies drink for free."
No, I won't be afraid. I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me.
Now, the funny thing about fireflies is, you guys don't have them here in Portland, right? It's only the male that flickers. They do this in hopes of attracting a female. If no female can be found, the males will begin to blink in unison in the hopes that their combined brilliance will reach the heart, or at least the thorax, of their beloved.
Stand by me, oh, stand by me. Stand by me, stand by me.
Now, I'm not making this up. At the bar in Pittsburgh, the Barflies were garnished in these blinking green shamrocks and unbearable paper hats. Yet somehow I could not break from my own tradition as I came here to write. And this is what was happening. So reluctantly, I accept my own green beard. And I even take one of those green shamrocks, and I find the only open table to sit and write as familiar acoustic guitar chords leap from the karaoke sound system.
The sky that we look upon should tumble and fall, and the mountains should crumble to sea.
A single firefly escapes the windshield of my car and begins to burn in a rhythm all his own. And I wonder, what do fireflies think as they enliven their luminous bodies captive in a giant mayonnaise jar? Do they dream of pulling themselves up by their tiny little bootstraps? At the bar, I get into an argument with a libertarian who tells me that the poor deserve what they get and they should pull themselves up by their tiny little bootstraps as one lone soul steps up to the karaoke microphone.
I won't be afraid. No, I won't shed a tear. Just as long as you stand by me.
Once hollow eyes gleam like fireflies as someone at the table next to me mutters beneath his breath, "Stand, stand by me," as strangers saunter in the bar and join the chorus. Strangers clink glasses and swear undying friendship, bound by lyrics inscribed upon our psyches by the tattoo needles of elevators and grocery store ambiance. At the bar, the libertarian fumbles for change. I throw my arm around him and sing, "Stand, stand by me." I pick up his tab, and he continues his argument, citing Rosa Parks as an example of it being the individual at the heart of settling the world's tribulations. But I say, if you think a middle-aged cleaning woman from Montgomery, Alabama, single-handedly started the civil rights movement, then you probably think that Lee Harvey Oswald acted alone.
When the night is gone and the land is dark and the moon is the only light you see.
And it occurs to me that the reason that some people want us poor folks to pull ourselves up by our bootstraps is just to get us to bend over. While the highway looks as if it is webbed by a single strand of Christmas lights, blinking in perfect harmony, yet somehow 1,000 car radios are tuned to Rush Limbaugh, citing an opposite reality, yet somehow the whole bar sings together. Aware of my own awkwardness and accepting the fact that such absurd pop songs have captured the zeitgeist of generations, but too caught up in the group experience to care, I strike my cigarette lighter and hold it in the air. Others follow suit, and I realize that we, like fireflies, are greater as a collective, as a whole, as a union, than we can ever be as one. People sway back and forth. Strangers link arms. Some go home together as darkness descends, and each solitary sparkle is extinguished. But in that darkness, a new generation of fireflies is created.